I love watching certain scenes in movies or TV dramas where the protagonist is intensely focused on honing a particular skill with spirited background music. The protagonist doesn't utter a word, only showing a firm and dedicated gaze. Time flows clearly through this period of focused practice, day after day, in all weather, with nothing else around, just practice, practice, and practice. I love these scenes because I know that after such dedicated effort, the protagonist will no longer be a novice or underdog. Once they're ready, they will begin their triumphant journey, and I can feel the excitement of overcoming obstacles alongside them. However, reality isn't like a feel-good story. You can't fast forward through the painstaking process to the part where you become strong. Most people can't endure this stage. They either don't want to start, give up halfway, fail just before succeeding, or try to take shortcuts. In the comment section of my previous video about the strong cultivate, someone asked if there is a specific methodology to cultivate perseverance. After thinking about it, I concluded that the answer is surprisingly simple. Act without concern for gains and losses. I reached this conclusion after watching Soldier Assault, and after finishing the series, I read the original novel. In the novel, there is a line by the character Gao Cheng that was omitted from the series. Gao Cheng describes Chen Kai as someone who gazes at the moon from the treetops, pondering how high he can climb without realizing he needs to start from the ground and build a rocket to fly up. This is why I have always liked the word evolution, as it represents an extremely slow, clumsy, and even cruel process that is the only way to survive in the face of natural selection. Those who didn't dare to come down from the trees, unwilling to relinquish their initial comforts, are still like monkeys gazing at the moon from the forest. To possess formidable power, one must undergo a long evolutionary process. In my sophomore year, I wrote a novel without any drafts, forcing myself to write 3,000 words every day. It was initially very painful. I had to completely give up socializing and entertainment, returning to my dorm immediately after classes to write. Initially, I frequently hit writer's block, feeling frustrated and restless. But gradually, I entered a state where words seemed to flow naturally from my fingertips. He wrote diligently, word by word, every day for 3 months until he completed a novel of over 200,000 words. That novel not only earned me my first substantial income, but also significantly improved my writing ability, allowing me to seize many important opportunities later in life and achieve exponential growth. Looking back, my initial motivation for writing that novel had nothing to do with its outcomes. It was simply to fill a void in reality, driven by a pure and clear mindset, to write a story with a perfect end. Just like Shu Sanduo in Soldier Assault built a road in Class 5 on the grassland, he did it for no other reason than wanting to build a road. The act itself was meaningful. If you want to achieve lasting perseverance, you must cut off fantasies, act without concern for gains and losses, and maintain a tranquil mind to continue your actions silently. There is no other way. Unfortunately, precocious people are often late bloomers, and proud people are often impulsive. Over the years, I've met many people like Chen Kai who share common traits. They are very capable and perceptive, and as a result, they have a similar mindset of needing to see clear results before taking action. Without a clear prospect or someone else's ready results, they are unwilling to invest. Once they decide to act, they rely on their intelligence to constantly seek the best methods and shortest paths to quickly achieve qualitative changes and results. However, these overly clever people often forget that between wanting and getting, there is doing. Therefore, they often return empty-handed from their attempts and anxieties. So, when I see Shu Sanduo's clumsy yet earnest efforts, I feel deeply moved and find it exceedingly precious. The first time I watched the series, I liked Shu Sanduo's days after becoming a king of soldiers, but on my second viewing, I was most fond of his time in Class 5 on the grassland. During that quiet period, he maintained a tranquil mind, focusing solely on building roads and marching in step, not thinking about anything else, just fulfilling his duties as a soldier. Later, Shu Sanduo also said that his days in Class 5 on the grassland were his paradise. If you can give yourself such a period of undisturbed time when you're young and most adaptable, to immerse yourself in dedicated practice and hone a Kai and Shusenduo are actually two sides of the same person. For a long time, I was also like Chen Kai because he appeared to be making the fastest progress. But as I moved forward, I found my answer within. Now, I believe that the world will surely reward those who work diligently and steadfastly like thieves, because heaven favors the seeker.